everyone, welcome back to my vlog. I'm here this today with a friend. Do you want to introduce yourself?
My name is Christopher Liam Bernenkamp, and I'm excited to be in a Carys video.
So he and his family just moved to the ship. What do your parents do?
My dad is the chief electrician.
And how we met, we would have met anyways, but how we met is because, like he said, he used to watch my videos and that made him excited to come to the ship. What would you say to other kids who want to come to the ship? What would you say about life on the ship?
I would say that the ship is better than any other ship in the world.
Why is that?
Because the ship is a hospital ship and it goes to Africa. And so when it goes to Africa, it could help people who are in need. What I am super surprised on is that most ships don't have pools, and most ships don't have bikes and scooters and playgrounds. So that's what I was like.
And this ship has pool, playground, bikes, all right there. So in case you forgot, I do live on a ship. You can tell right now I'm in a part that we don't often get to see, the bridge, because it's really only used, once or twice a year when we're sailing. But I thought it'd be cool to talk to my friend Jasper a little bit about working up here and see what we can learn.
So my name is Jasper Armanto, and I'm a deck cadet here from my school back in Finland. I'm studying the officer studies and hopefully in the future also getting the captain's license. So some days I might be down in the sea driving with the boat, and some days I might be doing some chart corrections or calculating some other computer things, the stability of the ship, checking the safety issues, participating in the fire maintenance work, all kind of things that we do on deck and related to the ship itself. Many people ask me, what do I do when I tell that I'm working on the deck? One big project that we have, for example, been going on for a few weeks, we go through all our cargo lashing equipment, meaning all wires, all slings, all kind of equipment that when we take the cars, when we take the tents, when we take everything, all the containers to the ship, we must lash them down, attached to the ship, so when we are sailing, everything is on place.
Fall everywhere. What preparation is necessary and what happens, to prepare the ship for sailing?
So we must make the road for where we are going to our next destination, to Las Palmas and Senegal. So we must calculate and draw the road, make a road plan. That's one of the officers' main tasks, like the first officers to draw the road and calculate all the points. We must check the weather before we sail, the forecast, make evaluation of times that we are arriving. We must make all the dangers, all the notifications, everything that is affected on our sailing while we are at the sea.
And what's been your favorite thing about working on the Africa Mercy in particular?
Africa Mercy, one amazing thing is, at least compared to other commercial ships, is that the community is so special. It's something that is just missing almost on any other ships that I've been to. I mean, there's 400 to 600 people eating on the ship every day, and about 4,500 sleeping in the ship, living on the ship. Is big community. There's much people involved, and some families, some people have been living here over 20 years, what I've heard. Some people 10 years, some people come and go, maybe for a few weeks or a few months. but the community life is very special. That's what I like to take with me when I go to other ships and build.
Other ships that you said you've been on other commercial ships, and what is the community like on those ships? Are there fewer people or?
Yes, it's very less people, maybe a handful, but many times, I mean, people are working just mainly to get money. But in this ship with Africa Mercy, people are paying to get to work here. They are actually giving money so that they can work here. And that's something that is very, very upside down compared to commercial ships. In commercial ships, they come to the ship to get paid. And the motivation is
different.
Is just very, very different. I mean, I'm living in a sailing boat, and one of my dreams is to sail cargo with sail ships, but also to build a community around the sea. And this particular ship, Mercy ships, Africa Mercy, have been a really great example how I'd like to build my community on the sea. I was chatting with an old carpenter who just left a while ago. He was telling me that he was thinking about with his wife that maybe they can apply for the Africa Mercy, but then they were wondering that maybe there's just no jobs because they are not seamen and they are not hospital like doctors, and they didn't realize that there's actually a lot of other jobs needed on board, like carpenter we need on deck. We have actually 2 carpenters at the moment, and we need cleaners, we need cookers, we need administration, we need all so much different supply guys. I mean, positions that you don't need any special requirements or training or skills. Positions that you can just come with what you are. Definitely there's position available for anyone who's interested to join. That's definitely possible.
So before the end of this vlog, I wanted to share a quick story that actually happened because of these vlogs. I got a message quite a few months ago actually now from a Mr. Eric who has a middle school class called Peer Mentoring in Vancouver, and he was just telling me that his class had stumbled onto my vlogs through watching videos about Charity Water, which is also an organization which I love and care about deeply, so that's pretty cool. And they stumbled upon Mercy Ships and then stumbled upon my vlog, and they had been watching my videos, and it was just so cool to have this connection with someone, you know, I never met in this class that I never met. And then the story gets even cooler because they sent me this lovely package of cards, which was so thoughtful and so kind, and I can't thank you all enough for just thinking of me, watching my videos, and caring enough to write these amazing cards that are so artistic and beautiful. I have to share some of them just to all the rest of you watching. So we have the first couple here. I'm loving the creative ships on each one. Like, honestly, this is so creative. Got a cool ship there, and then this one is really cool. Check out the detail of that is stunning. I love it. We have some cool pictures of Africa and multilingual, which I like. Bonjour. I wish I was better at French than I am. There's one that says greetings from America with a beautiful drawing of Africa. I love the silhouette. That's awesome. Made by Ali. So there was one particular card, this lovely card, from Annie, and she had asked a question which I thought I would answer. She asked, what is your favorite part about Mercy Ships? And I have to say my favorite part, I don't know if I can answer one thing, but so I'm gonna say 2 favorite things. My favorite part is, one, the community on board the ship is just really incredible. I feel like I have this beautiful extended family here, but at the same time, it's always getting bigger and smaller because people are coming and you're getting attached and you're loving them and you're making new friends and they're from all over the world and it's amazing. But then they're leaving also at the same time because some people come for a couple years, some people come for a couple months or even a couple of weeks. And while it's really hard to say goodbye, at the same time there's something kind of tragically beautiful about it because you're always putting yourself out there. You're being vulnerable and loving people that you know are gonna leave, and the result is that it's hard to say goodbye, but you also make so many friends. And I also love getting to go down to the wards and hang out with our incredible patients. It's so interesting to me because we can go down there as crew members thinking, wow, I'm gonna go down there and make their day better, you know, I'm gonna hold their hand and help make the waiting process not so boring and help these patients who are just sitting in beds waiting for their surgery or recovering from their surgery feel better. And while this is true, I do think that it's really nice to have someone to visit you when you're sick. I am always reminded that when I go down to give, I actually am the one who receives. I learn so much from the patients down there because they have just been through so much. They've been through so much physical trauma, emotional trauma, and yet they, for the most part, are praising God and giving God the glory and are so thankful and joy-filled and perseverant. And even when surgery doesn't go how they expect, I just see such hope and positivity in them, and it's just really inspiring to to get to hang out with such strong people and learn from them. So those are my favorite parts, or my favorite things about living on the ship. So anyways, thank you so much to all of you in Mr. Hayes' class. I hope I'm saying that correctly. To Annie and Shannon and Alexis and Allie and Christina and anyone else who was involved in making these cards. And you all wrote such thoughtful and considerate letters as well. And just know that I have read each one more than twice, and they're gonna go up on my wall. And I hope you're all having a great time with Mr. Eric over there in Vancouver. The class sounds really cool, what you guys are doing, learning to help each other out and work with autistic children. And you don't have to be on a ship in Africa to show kindness and love to those around you. And you guys are doing an amazing job. So keep up the great work. You guys are all awesome. And thank you again so much for these lovely cards. I will cherish them always. They're the best. And tune in next week for another vlog. I'll see you then.